Okay, so all I'm using today is a set of gymnastics rings, obviously hanging off here off the tree. I've got 2 rubber bands, a slightly thicker one and a slightly thinner one. I've got my liquid chalk to help me with my grip strength and on the rings. And then I've also got the parallettes for any floor work here because of the uneven surface. The parallettes are very handy for any work that I need to do off the ground. So here we go, let's start this workout. So this workout, I'm trying to get a hypertrophy response out of the bodyweight training. So I'm aiming to do reps of minimum 10 reps and building it up to 20 reps. And that's why I've got the bands here to assist me with the exercises to allow to do more reps with the exercises. So here I'm going to do a pull-up into a front lever, which is also called an ice cream shaker. So I've got the band over here, and this is going to be my little assistance that I have here. So I've got to get this band here under my feet. So I'm going to go upside down. All right. So there's my assistance from the bands. I'm going into a pull-up, into a front lever, back into a pull-up, front lever, pull-up. And this is called the ice cream shaker. It's a really good exercise for getting the external rotation through the shoulders to fire off. Also really good back stimulation. And then going into that front lever, keeping the glutes tight and the abs tight, really stimulates the torso quite effectively too. So no need for crunches or sit-ups. You can get it all on the front lever. And when I'm getting to the top here, I'm coming up, squeezing those shoulders down and back, knocking out the reps, starting to feel a really nice burn through the lats. Maybe I'll pump out 1 or 2 more. And 1 more. All right, so that one's getting a really good lat pump, ab pump, and getting a bit of biceps and brachialis work through the forearms going there. So now I'm going to do the opposite movement, and I'm going to do a vertical press. So I'm not... Righto, so for the pike press up, I'm getting the band. So I've got it wrapped up over the ring there, loop it around. So this will allow me that when I go down into the pike press up, it's going to give me a little bit of assistance, which is allowing me to get more repetitions out. So again, I'm going for 10 to 20 reps. So leaning forward and down, lightly tapping the head close to the ground, pressing up through the shoulder blades, nice and far forward and down, and pushing into those reps. Nice and forward, forming that tripod in the front, driving up through the shoulders at the top, pushing through the shoulder blades, and continuing the reps. Always making sure I'm trying to keep nice and light on my toes. Go forward, light on the toes, driving up through the shoulders, pushing the shoulders into the ears, and continuing. Nice and slow and controlled wins a race. You really don't want to go fast with these movements. The more control you have, the more resistance you're going to feel on the muscles, and the safer it is for you too. All right, starting to feel the burn in the shoulders coming in. I'm going to try pump out 1, maybe up to 3 more reps. All right, fantastic. Okay, so I'm now going to repeat 3 more sets of this. Okay, coming in for a different camera angle for you to see a different variation of the movement or a different angle of the movement. Here we go for set number 2. You see I just getting my feet into the band there. All right, so nice pull up, shoulders down and back. Push out, squeeze the butt, squeeze the abs, and get nice and high again. And 2. Always keeping the butt tight. Avoid piking at the hips like that. Try to keep the hips up. Keep that nice straight body line. Squeeze that butt, squeeze those abs. And already on this, I'm starting to feel those lats burning big time. This is a phenomenal back exercise. I really rate the ice cream shaker when it comes to getting really good stimulation for the lats. This will blow up your lats just like a swimmer's lats. This is also a really good exercise to do if you're in any sort of paddling sports like surfing or swimming. It gives us most phenomenal lat stimulation. Try it out, it's really worth it. Okay, so finishing off this third set of the first circuit. Again, getting the band over the hips. Hands on the parallettes. I'm forming a tripod, so I'm aiming my head to go to the front there and imagine my hands at the back of the triangle and moving my head forward. This really helps keep that nice load through the front of the shoulders, which eventuates into a handstand press up. So getting nice and forward, staying on the tippy toes, pressing up through the shoulders, then range of motion. That's 2. All right, so the goal is to try and get to 10, if not more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo, feeling this. And 9. Yeppa. Okay. Done with the third circuit of that, or third set of that first circuit. So there, what I was trying to achieve is a vertical press and a vertical pull circuit. I've used a pronated grip in the pull. So what I'm going to now do is a vertical pull, so working more biceps and still back, and then going for a vertical press and going for the dip variation. And that's your complete bent arm vertical press and pull combos that I use in my foundations of my training. So let's move on to the next set. Okay, so for the vertical pulling, I'm going to do chin-ups, so palms facing in towards the body. And I'm going for the Garonda chin-up version, which basically means that you arch your back and lift your shoulders back. Now, I much prefer this form of chin-up than getting over the ring or getting over a bar, is because as you pull up and over, it internally rotates the shoulder. And I just find that it's far more efficient to get the shoulder blades to retract and pull back. In our modern day life, we have too much internal rotation of our shoulders. So in my programs, I really work at putting a lot of focus on bringing the shoulders down and back to help with the modern day trappings of the shoulders always being internally rotated, being on phones, on computers, driving cars, etc. So again, I'm going to use the band to assist me because I'm trying to get a hypertrophy response out of this workout. So I want to get 10 reps and above potentially. So I'm getting the band over the rings here, getting a nice grip over them. See, I'm just using the single band because you're usually a bit stronger with a supinated grip. So that's what we're going to do on that one. So getting into the band, which always can be a bit of fun, but that you learn to figure out as you go along. Okay, so palms in the supinated grip, lifting the chest up. I'm driving my sternum up towards the ring. So you see I'm leaning back. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go one more. And 10. Whew. So I really felt that one, and I could feel that I would rather get a lot more retraction and extension and arching through the upper back on that one. So I'm probably going to make the band resistance, give it a little bit more resistance so I can get full range of motion through the shoulders. Now, to get the vertical push, we're going to bring the rings down so we can do. Okay, so the ring dips is possibly one of the best stimulators of the chest that you can get. There's actually studies done where they found that the ring dips, when it came to strength stimulus, was the maximal strength stimulus for the chest muscle. It beat every single exercise out there, the ring dips. So check this out. I got my band to assist me with the ring dips, because what I want to do at the ring dip, I want to make sure that when I get to the top range of motion that I round out my upper back and get my shoulder blades protracted down and through. This is vitally important for the health of the shoulder, because if you get to the top of the ring dips and you just have your shoulders sitting like this, you can really impinge the rotator cuff of the shoulder. So a lot of people get into a lot of trouble from doing the ring dips or just the dips incorrectly and end up with terrible shoulder problems on the rotator cuff. So it's imperative that you get that rounding out of the upper back, pushing the scapula apart, and you also get maximal chest stimulus from doing it correctly like that. So having the band is going to allow me to get to that full range of motion and get me a nice maximal chest pump, getting a good set of reps out. So we got the band all set up here. Okay, here we go. So I got quite a bit of support from this band for the 2 bands. So I'm going to just go onto the 1 band because 2 bands is too much. So nice and forward, shoulders in a full stretch, abs tight, butt tight, hips behind the shoulders, driving up, not just stopping there, but pushing up. See how I turn the rings in and forward and round out my shoulders at the top. Turn in, go down, forward, get the shoulders into a nice maximal stretch, drive up, lock up, turn in, round out those shoulders. Really important to do this type of technique. You will do yourself a massive favor of keeping your shoulders nice and healthy, and you get a much better shoulder and chest pump too. So that's 3. So I'm going to try get, again, about 10 repetitions. Nice big stretch at the bottom, drive it up, give it that pause at the top, and 4. 5. And already I'm feeling my chest is burning. 6. 7. Let's go 3 more. 8. Woo, that is burning. 9. Oh yeah, working for this 10th one. And 10. Oh man, that was some serious pumping there. So, first circuit done. Let's get another 2. Okay, so we've got a bit of a slightly different angle of the chin-ups. Now I'm going to use the thicker green band to make it easier for me so I can get much better quality reps out. Looping the green band over. And here we go. So just getting the old upside down, hang in there, getting the bands down. So I know that this double band is going to be too much. So what I'm going to do is just go on the single band there. Okay, there we go. So in a supinated grip, coming up, squeezing the shoulders down and back. 1. And 2. 3. 4, possibly have a little bit too much resistance here. 5, but by the time I get over 5, I'll start feeling it working. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So definitely on the 3rd round, I'll most probably give myself a lot less resistance, maybe just loop it up like that. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So now we're going to move into the ring dips. Okay, so here we're moving into the ring dips. Nice different angle for you to see a side view, give you a better understanding of how the movement works. Okay, so I got my rings all set up here and my straps set up. Get the foot in, maybe apply a little bit more tension on that band. There we go. All right, so working for those good old 10, upwards 10, nice and forward and down, abs tight, butt tight, full range of motion through the shoulders, drive up, turn those shoulders up, pushing up through the shoulder blades. Taking the feet back, getting a nice big stretch, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh, feeling it now, 7, 8, let's get it up, last 2, 9, whoo, 10. All right. Okay, so that's circuit 2 done. Really starting to feel the pump in the upper body, and I'm only into the second set and the second circuit, and really starting to feel it. So this should be a really good workout. Okay, so working at giving you all the different angles here of the workout today, and got my band here to give me some assistance. So on the last circuit, I noticed that I was just getting a little bit too much resistance there. So I don't want too much resistance because I do want to have it, make it challenging. So I'm just going to loosen up the bands a little bit on this round, and we'll see how we go with that. All right, so it's always fun getting the old band in. Many ways to do that. If you want, I can put a channel or a whole tutorial on how to get into the bands most efficiently, but just hit me up in the comments and I'll gladly put that through for you. All right, so here we go. So activating shoulders, pushing sternum, pulling sternum up to the ceiling, or for me, the tree here. Shoulders on. Just really looking up and back, and that's going to open up that thoracic area far more efficiently. And 3. And 4. Oh man, already feeling that. 5. 6. Really struggling for this last 4. 7. 8. Last 2 to go. 9. 1 more to go. Oh, that was an absolute burner. I may have given a little bit too much resistance off that one, but it was worth it. Feeling pretty pumped in the biceps in the back. So it doesn't matter if it's not perfect, at least we're working out and we're stimulating the muscles. It sure as hell beats doing nothing. Okay, so another different angle for you for the dips. This time I'm going to face into the bush so you can see how the feet are traveling back. Okay, let's get some resistance up with the bands. All right, here we go. So aiming for 10. Let's see how she goes. So nice lockout at the top, rings turned out, rounded shoulders, protracted through the shoulders, going forward, taking the feet back, keeping the abs tight, the butt tight, driving up, locking out those shoulders at the top. All right, make forward, sure that you're going forward with your chest and taking your feet back, driving up through the shoulders. And repeating, trying to get out 10 reps on this one. And 4. 5. 6. 'Oh, serious chest pump on that one. Okay, so now we're moving into the next circuit, which is the horizontal pulling circuit. So what I'm going to do here is get all 3 angles of the pulling. So we're going to start off with a pronated grip, and then we're going to work into a semi-supinated grip, and then we're going to work into a supinated grip. So what I'm going to do is 10 reps at each position. So the pronated is the most challenging of the movements. The supinated is the easiest. So the pronated is going to be first, and the supinated is going to be the last one because that's the easiest grip. And then also what you can do is change the angles of the pull. So the more underneath I go, underneath the rings I go, the more challenging it is, and the further back I go, the easier it is. So I'm going to keep those hips up, shoulders back, and there's my pronated row. 1, 2, 3 at the top. I'm really making myself get that 1, 2, 3 to really feel the retraction of the shoulder blades. 2, 2, 3. Shoulder blades on. 3, 2, 3. Shoulder blades together. 4, 2, 3. Keeping the butt up, keeping the abs squeezed. 5, 2, 3. Always looking up to open up the chest. 6, 2, 3. Getting the thoracic nice and open. 7, 2, 3. 8, 2, 3. 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3. Now I'm going into semi-supinated, palms facing each other. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Shuffling back a bit to take the load off a bit. 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 9. One more to go on that run. 10. So now moving into supinated, so getting the biceps involved more. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. Shuffling back to make it more manageable. 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so that's the sequence of horizontal rowing. Okay, so now I'm going to move into the horizontal pushing pattern. So what I'm going to do is start with a pronated grip, palms facing down, then to a semi-supinated grip, and then into a supinated grip, obviously from most challenging to easiest. So we're going to do 10, 10, 10. So 10 reps at each position. So we're going to start with the pronated grip, palms facing forward. The further further back my feet go, the more challenging it is. So coming down, getting a nice big stretch out of the shoulders, keeping the abs tight, the butt tight, and pushing through the shoulders. Just getting a little wedge in here with the feet. Nice big stretch through the shoulders, abs tight, butt tight. Do not let your lower back fall out and arch. So the last thing you want to do is lower your back like that and let it arch. Keep your butt tight, keep your abs tight, lock in your core. And that's 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9. Always keeping the abs tight, butt tight. 2, 3, 10. So I'm going to come forward a little bit more to take it off, bit of the tension off to make it manageable. Palms facing in now toward each other. Stretch the shoulders. 1, 2, 3. Press through the shoulders at the end, keeping the abs tight, the butt tight. 2, 2, 3. So even though I'm doing high reps, I'm concentrating on each rep. 3, 2, 3. Making sure I get that full range of motion through the shoulders and also keeping the abs tight and the butt tight. Also keeping the tempo slower and controlled. 4, 2, 3. Going forward a little bit more. 5, 2, 3. 6. And 7. Really feeling a nice burn in the chest. 8. 9. And 10. Okay, so now I'm going to work into the semi or the supinated grip. So palms facing up. This is definitely the most challenging of the push pattern. So I'm locking in, abs tight, butt tight, and driving it up. 1, 2, 2, 3. Pressing through at the top. 3, 2, 3. I'm really pushing the hands down towards the hip level here for this position. This gives you the most bang for your buck in your shoulders, and it also makes the bicep activate big time too. And 4, 2, 3. Turning those palms in and forward the whole time. They'll want to turn in, just keep them out. 5, 2, 3. Big stretch at the end. Abs tight, butt tight. 6. Abs tight, butt tight. 7. 8. Last 2 to go. and 9. Oh yeah. All right, and that's the push pattern done. Okay, set number 2, and giving you a slightly different angle from the back, give you a little bit of a better understanding of what's going on here. So I'm going into the pronated grip. So leaning back into it, just getting myself wedged into the ground here, palms facing down, shoulder blades activated, pulling shoulders back, pushing the chest up, 1, 2, 3. When I release the arms here, I'm trying to keep my shoulder blades retracted the whole time. 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. And trying to get out 10 reps. 5, 2, 3. Engaging those shoulders back. 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. Now moving into the semi-supinated grips, palms facing each other, shoulders down and back, lifting chest up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, supinated grip, palms facing up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, and there you go. So that's the rows, second set done. Let's move to the push-ups. Okay, so moving into the push-ups, pronated grip, palms facing down and stretching out, getting that nice deep range of motion through the shoulders, driving up, locking those shoulder blades out, keeping the abs tight, keeping the butt tight. Nice and controlled down, full range of motion at the bottom, abs tight, butt tight, locking out at the top. And working into that 10 rep range. Big stretch, 2 and 3. Press, 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. And 6. And 7. And 8. Just really concentrating on the slower tempo, making sure I get a really good tension on the muscles. All right, so now moving into the semi-supinated grip, palms facing each other, abs tight, butt tight. Might shuffle forward a little bit more just to be able to tolerate the load. 1. Keeping those abs tight, keeping that butt tight, going for full range of motion. Pushing through the shoulders at the end range, stretching through the shoulders at the bottom range. Coming into 3 now. Chest up, abs tight, butt tight. 4, 5, 6, 3 to go. These higher reps, they may start off a bit easier, but they sure do catch up to you. Feel a fantastic pump in the muscles. All right, now we work into semi-supinated grip, so palms facing up. I'm going to go a little bit more forward, stretching out and driving up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Really feeling the burn now. 8 and 9. Last one to go. All right, circuit 2 done. We got one more circuit to go. Okay, last circuit to go. So palms facing down, pronated grip, abs tight, butt tight, shoulders in, locking down with the shoulders, and up, chest up, 1, 2, 3. Really getting that chest to lead the movement, pushing the sternum up to the sky. 3 and 4, just getting a nice squeeze at the top. 5 and 6. Trying to keep my shoulder blades squeezed together even when I'm coming down here. So there I'm keeping my shoulder blades engaged. 7. Pushing the sternum up at the top. 8. 9. 10. Okay, semi-supinated grip. Palms facing in toward each other. Same concept. Shoulders on. Chest up. 1. 2. 3. Chest up, shoulders back. 4, keeping the butt up, keeping the butt squeezed. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, last bit of the circuit. Supinated grip, palms facing up, shoulders back, chest up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, baby. All right, pretty happy to see the end of that circuit now. Just got the push-ups to go. All right, we're nearing the end of the workout now, so moving into the last set of the push-ups. Again, using the pronated grip, palms facing down, getting the abs to lock up and under, and full range of motion down. Nice big stretch at the bottom, driving up through those shoulders. Stretch, press. 2, 3, really focusing on keeping the abs tight, butt tight, full range of motion, drive through the shoulders. 5, pushing through the shoulders, stretching out, full range of motion, abs tight, butt tight. 6, and 7, and 8, and 9. Last one to go. 10. Now moving palms facing in toward each other, shuffling forward a little bit to make it more manageable. 1, pushing through the shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one to go. 10. All right, now we're going to move into the supinated grip. So palms facing up, a little bit more forward, and locking out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can feel the burn on the chest on this one. 6, and 7, and 8. Almost there. And 9. Woo-wee. And 10. So there you go. I'm 52 years old and I stay in shape because I keep consistent with my training, and all I use really is the gymnastics rings, some rubber bands, got my parallettes, and that pretty much is how I stay in the shape I do. So if you really like this content, I'd appreciate if you like and subscribe. I'm brand new to doing this on an ongoing basis, but my goal is to educate you and help you to be the best versions of yourself and show you that age really isn't a factor. You can go into your late 80s. I've got people who are trained with me in their 80s and stay fit and healthy just by utilizing this simple little kit of having the gymnastics rings, some parallettes, rubber bands. That's all you need, guys. Stay tuned for more content. Comment, let me know what you're looking for. I'd love to get some ideas for content from you. So appreciate your support and looking forward to helping everyone out. Cheers, everyone.